Hello, welcome everyone. This is Amratpal again with the new topic of studying in Germany after your A levels, after your Cambridge A levels. So, in this video, we're going to talk about which levels or which minimum levels are required to study in Germany, because sometimes students say that I have two A levels. Can I study in Germany? I say no, you cannot, because in Germany you require minimum 3 A levels with minimum C grades. So, now we're going to talk about everything in detail related to A levels. So, let's start. So eligibility A level. The first important eligibility is you need 3 full A levels. Means not 1 AS and 2 A levels. Not like that. 3 full A levels, right? That meets your DART subject rules. That is very important. Then you need a perfect subject mix. Must match your bachelor's example maths for engineering. This is very important. Verify your exact case in DART admission database. So what happens in Germany? So let's say an example, if you study your 3 A levels, physics, chemistry and bio, and you want to go into engineering, but if you don't have maths, you cannot study engineering. So most of the cases we have to see your subject specific mix, and then we will suggest you what you can study in Germany according to what you have selected in your A levels. Now we will check which are the tracks available for you. So we have two tracks, English track and German track. If you have full 3 A levels, you can go into English track or German track. Means you can study English, the bachelor's in English, German, the bachelor's in German. Okay, what do you need to do in English? The complete program will be in English. You require IELTS to study. German track, study in German, C1 level German is required, right? So there are different levels, A1 to A2, B1, B2, C1 and C2. So TELC C1 level is required or Goethe C2 level is required. This is very important for the students looking to study in Germany. Most A-level students aim for direct admission. If a program says Studienkolleg required, follow that rule. So now, technically, A-level students cannot do Studienkollegs in Germany. But there are few Studienkollegs, like only 2 to 3 Studienkollegs, who accepts A-level students if they don't have the required A-levels in their home countries. So that is possible case-to-case basis. Contact us, we will let you know about those Studienkolleg. If you don't have 3 A-levels or if you don't have C's, minimum C's, let's say an example, if you have 2 C's or 2A but 1 D or 1 E, still you can come to Germany and you can study. We will let you know the way. Now, language requirements. In German taught, C1 level is required. English taught, only IELTS, TOEFL or IELTS is required. But we will suggest you to do your German language so that you don't have any problems once you are in Germany. Finding accommodation gets easy. Finding internships or part-time jobs becomes too easy with German language. Now we're going to talk about very important thing for all the students of A levels. So Anabin subject list. German government has given 3 subject list to the students. You might not find very easily on the internet. You have to go to anabin.kmk.org and then select Great Britain, and then you will get the list, the 3 lists, list A, list B, list C. That is very confusing. Don't get into confusion. Just pick your phone and call us. We will guide you what are those requirements. Now, List A, core general subjects, subject 1, 2, 3. The 3 subjects can be from list A, no problem, right? List B, extra general subject allowed for subject 3. So it is very important to have 1 and 2 subject, the first and second subject from list A, very important. And the third subject can be from list B or list C, the third subject. So third subject you can select from list B and list C. Don't worry. Okay. Comment list ABC in the comment section. We will send you the PDF, the simple PDF in which you can get the understanding of what A-level subjects are the required. Like what A-level subjects are required. List ABC. Comment, we will send you the list. Now, your A-level must be in a different subject areas. Your A-level should not be the dependent subject of other A-level. Means, it is not possible to select mathematics, stats and business because mathematics and stats are considered to be the same thing. So those are not independent subjects. Those are dependent of each other. So if you have maths and stats, they will be considered only a one subject, not two subjects. So you should have different subject. Same field pair is not independent. For example, business plus economics. If you have one business, one economics, maths, you cannot study in Germany because those are only two A levels. So business and economics will be considered one. Language are exceptions. Language count as an independent, right? So language is an independent subject. That is not like if you have one Spanish, one German, no problem in your A levels. So don't worry about it. Comment list ABC, we will send you the list so that you can easily understand what are the requirements. Now we will talk about minimum grades required in public universities. So according to the German government and the German Education Ministry, minimum C in each A level is required. Minimum C. If you have 2 A's, 1 D, you cannot come to Germany. You have to do one foundation year, right? 3 independent subjects, as I already discussed, plus subject specific rules for your chosen field. So in engineering, you need maths. So this is important. For computer science, you need maths. So we have to check your subject mix and then we will suggest you what you can study in Germany perfectly. Now, Studienkolleg plus A levels. So as I told you, 99% of the Studienkolleg will not accept A-level students because A-level students doesn't have the privilege to do the Studienkolleg in Germany, but there are only 2 to 3 Studienkollegs which will accept A-level students. Like if you have 2 A-levels, still you can come to Germany. If you have less grades, less than C's, you can still come to Germany with those two Studienkollegs. So, Studienkolleg acceptance for incomplete GCE cases is not guaranteed. Check your targeted uni. You can contact us. We will give you the list of the universities which will accept you if you have incomplete A levels. Now, if rules are not met, usually fix via additional A levels, better grades, correct subjects. Now, if you think that you want to study in Germany and you don't want to do a Studienkolleg, still you can come to Germany by doing your A levels again. You can give one more A level again, improve your grades and apply in the next coming intake. That is also possible. Now, the best timeline for public universities for A levels is. Now the problem with the A level students here in the Gulf countries is the exam results are declared in the month of August. By that time, all the deadlines of the winter intake, the current intake, the approaching intake has been already passed. So this is the biggest disadvantage for all the A-level students. Because of that, they have to additionally wait for 6 months or 1 year, or they can have one gap year between their A-levels and German public university I am talking about. If you don't want to have one gap year after your A levels, you can simply get into the German private universities and you can save your 1 year. And if you're just thinking to go into German public university, you have to wait for next 6 months because Germans don't accept predictive score sheet. So this is very important for everybody. 99% of the students who come to our Dubai office, they are misguided because they think that in Germany, predictive score mark sheet works. No, that doesn't work. You need A-level certificates in order to apply into UniAssist or directly to the university. So what will happen now? Let's say an example, 15th of August, you get result in 2026. Now what will happen? All the deadlines, June 15 or July 15, the deadlines has been already passed and you are getting your results here. Now what will happen? Now you will do your German language A1, A2, B1, B2 and C1, right? This can take up to 9 months if you don't have any German language, and you can do all your German language in Germany. Still you can fly in the month of September. Once you have your A-level result, you can go to Germany in the month of September just for doing your language A1, A2, B1, B2, C1. Complete your levels before getting into the bachelor's. Then you can decide that you want to go into German thought or English thought. The ideal situation for any A-level student is going to Germany as soon as you finish your A-levels and start learning your German language. And then the next intake For all the A-level student is, so the practical intake is next summer intake. So winter intake is not possible because the winter intake deadline is this one. So the practical intake is the summer intake. So for 2026 graduates, the next intake is 2027 summer, which is called April or March intake. In this you can go. Now, you might find less programs compared to winter 2027. That's why students think, why to waste my 6 months or 1 year staying here in Gulf country doing nothing. So they go to Germany, do German language till C1, and then they get into winter or summer intake in whatever they want to do, in whichever subject they are willing to do. So this is very important. Now, gap period plan. As I already told you what is the gap year will be. So during the gap year, we will do the German language. This is in simple. Go to Germany for a German language course. Target complete C1 before joining the public universities. Benefits: easier admission, better part-time jobs, WEC student internships, and smoother life. In my last episodes, in my last trip to Germany, where I met many of my students who are working in the top companies and doing WAC student. They are working in the top German companies doing WAC student, earning way better than this C-class jobs. And they are working into their own field. So you don't have to do odd jobs to get survival money in Germany. So if you have German language, you have the trump card. If you have German language, you have the best skill in Germany. So even if you are engineer, but if you don't know German, you are skillless in Germany. If you know German, if you are engineer, you are the best set for any German employer. Now, sample timeline. What we will do with your case with your A levels, right? Before results, we will build the university shortlist. And once you have the university shortlist, we will prepare for applying to the next intake. We will help you to do your A1, A2, B1, B2 in time, start bachelor's in summer or winter intake. This is your sample timeline, which I have already explained you. Now, what is important is, anytime if you have any doubt during whole video, you can write it in the comment section below. You can ask me, I will directly reply all your comments personally. Don't get into confusion mode. Just pick your phone, call us, our counselors are ready to help you. So right now, if you have any doubts, form is in the description below. Fill out that form. My team will contact you as soon as possible. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for studying in Germany. In this channel, you will find 100% solution for studying in top German public university. See you soon till the next video.